Hello everybody and welcome to the fourth stage of the ALLEZ Tour de France. Yes, we're starting here from Montauban in Luxembourg and heading to Vittel. And we have a very special Luxembourger leading the race at the moment. It's Bob Jungels of the Czech team. And today's stage could be a pretty easy ride for Jungels. Will, talk us through the stage.
So it's a fairly flat stage, just a one categorised climb, a few lumps which shouldn't cause any major difficulties for the team. The finish is slightly uphill, with a slight bump just before the finish, but should cause no difficulty. So we should see the likes of Degenkolb and Demar up there, standard sprinters. And
in fact, those two are the ones we picked up on. I'm going for Arnaud Demar again because his lead-out train were very, very good the other day. He just had a bit of bad luck in the end, boxed in. So positioning will be key. And you have gone for?
I've gone for Degenkolb. I think he showed that he's got the ability to win the stages, and it'd be interesting to see if he can do this one with a slightly uphill run in.
Yep, he's already in the green jersey. Let's see if he can hold it for yet another day. So, with Jungels in yellow, let's head into the stage. We're on the stage, guys, and it's going to be a good one today. It's another sprint stage with Jungels in yellow. We can see that yellow jersey there with green in the hands of John Degenkolb. Ari right up here. Looking good yesterday in the hill stage. Will, what can we already tell from GC today? Well, from yesterday?
Well, we can see he's looking strong. Obviously, Alaphilippe proved himself, as he has done in all the other ALLEZ, that he's still a contender up here. And I'm sure, although Bob Jungels gained yellow yesterday, that'll be a worry for him, not only in the yellow jersey, but in the white jersey. We saw Valverde perform well. So everyone's looking strong. Of course, Contador was dropped back into the other group, so I don't know if that's a lack of form or just a unlucky performance from him. But
we have a breakaway, they're forming, and
Kirsch again, and Luke Rowe.
Some notable people that are already up here. Rowe, Pollitt and Kirsch all on their second time. And Joe Jensen for his first time
third
as well.
rider from
Velo Concept, yeah.
Joe Jensen.
And also Mullen going every single road stage in the break, yet again in the break. With Belkov, who went in the break on the first day, Hamilton as well, and Bodnar too. Some very familiar faces we're getting to know very, very well from this breakaway.
Mullen wants those red numbers, mate.
Mullen's going pretty crazy for the red numbers. For Bodnar, not happy. He wants the others to take turns. He doesn't want to do all the work. He is probably the biggest threat, though. He has the biggest engine out of these guys, and it's a flat stage. You need a big engine to win. But what are you thinking from this breakaway?
I think it's just going to be standard morning breakaway. Little parade up the road, get caught about 20 kilometres to go, and then, you know, watch the sprint.
Well, let's catch up with them later on, because, to be honest, there's nothing really happening between now and that intermediate sprint. As we already know in this race, sprint points really matter. And Bodnar is in the break then with all these other guys. We have a Canadian up here under the Russian name and a Czech rider, well, a Luxembourger for the Czech team.
Kirsch is quite high up the standings because he's won an intermediate.
He is. He's 11th at the moment, but he's back of the group. Belkov looks to be jumping onto this. And actually, Ryan Mullen, 4th place. He needs these sprint points. He's been up in the break every day.
They're just going to roll through, or they're going to sprint late like we've seen every time.
Ryan Mullen goes through, and it's Mullen versus Pollitt.
15 points in whatever?
We will find out very, very soon. The peloton then, are they going to roll through? Arnaud Demar's team is right up here, and John Degenkolb also wants to contend it. Who's it going to be then? Huneveka as well. Huneveka opens it up with Michael Matthews on the outside for Maytag. Oh, I forgot to change the jersey again, but it's going to be Caleb Ewan who takes it through the sprint. Good job to Caleb Ewan.
We'll see how this rain affects this race now, because if we see the splits that have been happening before, it could be a lot more dangerous. And
as you say that, a 4th for Iggy Silva. Big rider, guys. And actually, a 4th for Giovanni Visconti as well. Back at the peloton, Iggy Silva is back on his feet. We haven't seen anybody pull out yet, and Visconti will not be that person. And Lavery, oh no, it's not. It looked for a second like he was.
It's not like he's got a lot to lose. He's an 196, 25 minutes behind.
Yeah, he's a key teammate for Dan Martin. Anyway, that's that for the first part of the stage. We'll catch up later on. We have our first abandoned of the race, and it's Michal Golash. He's about to pull out then. And it's just after a big crash that's caught out a lot of people that Golash is the only one affected majorly. Kachetkov's behind. Because Netsov's behind, a lot of Russians being caught out, you could say it's racist. Guerrero and Philippe Gilbert as well, 13th in GC, he's been caught out. Almost won the stage into Longwy yesterday. This rain is really affecting the race then. Mullen then looks to be holding out until the top of the mountain.
Oh, this can't quite give him the jersey, can it?
I don't know, I can't really remember. He's challenged by Bodnar. Bodnar takes it then. Disappointing, and Mullen could have been on 2 points, but now, yeah, Sanchez holds the jersey, of course. Okay, so we are getting close to the end, and the breakaway are being reeled in by Roglic and the Q8 team. They're going for Caleb Ewan. They missed out the other day quite badly, to be honest. And Quick-Step Scott are also working up here for Brian Coquard as well. Phil Bauhaus doing very well last time. Ukraine up here, Bardet being protected, Carroll also being protecting Pools. Pools are doing well though, and to be honest, this could be very, very good news for them. 20k to go then. Will, what do you think is going to happen now that we're approaching the end of the stage?
Well, I think we'll see the main lead-out trains, so Demar's train and Degenkolb's train, start to form, but we'll also see the favourites trying to hang on at the front because they know it's raining, and they know that being caught at the back of a group like this in the rain can be very dangerous. So it'll be interesting to see who hangs on to the back of some of the lead-out trains and hangs on to their sprinter's wheel.
My keyboard's glitched out.
Oh, good.
That's really reassuring, to be honest. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to deal with it. So, let's just use these then. Okay, so we're watching through Q8 then right up here. Vittel Paris as well going for Arnaud Démare. They are right up here in that French national champions jersey. He's looking good. So is the team of Quick-Step Scott. Ukraine just showing their colours near the front of the peloton. Bauke Mollem is their man for today, but they're not going to be going for him because of course he's climber.
Don't see Bob in his yellow jersey up right near the front, which could be dangerous.
Indeed.
For him.
I can't see him. Let's go through the pack and try to find him then.
There he is. He's not too far
Okay,
back.
yeah, he's pretty safe. Sinkeldam up here for the US of A. Yeah. Team Sky almost won the other stage with Viviani. Who are they going to be going for today? Yeah, Viviani. He's also far down. He's going to have to try and ride up to catch onto the wheels of everyone else because this is a competitive sprint stage. It's a competitive sprinting field. Groenewegen is up here. He's been riding the wheels on his own. The green jersey also out of view. No, there he is. There he is. He's following Christoph. Christoph, who did very, very well the other day. Colbrelli for the Czech team is also right up here. To be honest, I think this Czech team is actually going to be one to watch out for in the end. If Bob Jungels can really perform like this for the whole way through, and Colbrelli is looking good. Caleb Ewan's train is shaping up well.
But we see this again, Quick-Step's train. They're all lined up, but this happened last time and then nothing happened for them. There was a poor result. Interesting to see if this one actually works out for them. Brian Coquard has got a lot of pressure on him now.
Yeah, and he's following Bauhaus with Moreno in front of them. They don't have a third sort of lead-out man. Instead, it's just up, down to Bauhaus. Vittel Paris, also they have Laporte. He springs out to the right of the road. And, spurting through, there comes Durbridge with, I believe it's Ewan on the train. Ewan with a perfect lead-out. Démare has to follow Izagirre now. It's not gone to plan, but now he's just been gifted someone right at the end. That is...
Degenkolb's nowhere to be seen up the front.
Yes, and
big crash.
Steph Clement, Danny Moreno, Tonal Kangert. 11 people now caught behind in a crash. Laporte, that's what happened to Laporte then. Steph Clement, Marina Hofland, and to be honest, none of these guys are really like major sprinting or GC contenders. So we move back up to the front of the peloton. Oh, I can't move forward. Oh man. But the keyboard's a glitch, so this has made it very, very anticlimactic. Anyway, 1k almost to go. That's a very, very sharp bend as we head into Vittel. That's an extremely sharp bend. Izagirre's right up here.
The inside line to be quite important.
Being delivered is Bauhaus with a brilliant sprint.
But there's Coquard. He's just there. He's still
found
there.
it, and Démare is just
There's
stalling.
no Degenkolb.
Démare's opening. Yeah, Degenkolb's out of frame. There comes Christoph at the final. Christoph and Démare. Is Démare going to be robbed again? No, he looks to be safe.
Démare
He gets it ahead of Christoph and Caleb Ewan.
Sonny Colbrelli.
Very good for the Czech team.
Degenkolb 11. I think that's his
very disappointed.
Possibly those now.
That's a lot of vital points out of the window for John Degenkolb, and it says there is a split on the line. We have to investigate that. 50
people caught behind that group as well.
I think this is actually the split, so it's not that big of an issue. And Van Gardner, yeah, that's the gap. It's not a big gap at all. But Arnaud Démare finally takes a stage win, and that is a second French win. So far, we've had 2 French wins in France. Brilliant riding from the French guys so far.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be something the French have wished for quite a while now. I don't know if it will play out with the French person to win. It's been a while since that's happened.
Romain Bardet, he won last year's Tour de France in ALLEZ.
Very true, but the question is, can he perform here? We know he's in a good position after time trial, which was a bit of a shock, really.
So he did surprisingly well. but we look back and everyone seemed safe from the time cut. So we'll join you in the podiums. So Demar only just won it again. Another extremely close sprint on the line, pushing his bike over quicker than everyone else. Is that French champion of Arnaud Demar, the Ville de Paris. It's looking good. There is John Degenkolb very, very far back in the green. Groenewegen as well.
It just feels like he hasn't got any legs there.
Couldn't follow off. Again, it's like a big line of sprinters.
The yellow jersey stayed safe as well. You can see him crossing the line not too far behind the sprint.
That's a first for this ALLEZ yellow jerseys, because Tony Martin did not play it very well. But there he is, Arnaud Demar, perfect lead out from whoever that was. I think it might be Izagirre, I can't really tell, but he was delivered someone as a gift right before the end.
We can see the issue with these sprints being so close is if you're caught behind, there's no way through. You have to move to find a gap. You can't keep riding straight. There's no easy gaps, everyone's in a line.
And actually, Sonny Colbrelli came very close to winning the stage for the Czech team. Very, very close, but let's head to the podiums. Is Arnaud Demar going to be our new points leader? I think he will be. But here he is, taking the stage for Ville de Paris. Big win for them. Nathan's first win of this race. He didn't take one in All-Stars, but he didn't take one in Spring Classics or All-Stars, and he came second at Spring Classics. It's a good sign for him so far. Ahead of Christophe and Caleb Ewan. Colbrelli in third. Fourth rider. Bob Jungels still leads, of course. And I think, has someone dropped out of top 10?
I think so. I don't remember Steve Cummings being fourth, but maybe not.
I don't remember Bardet being ninth. But whatever. That's the way it goes. Izagirre into 10th. That's good news for Quickstep Scott. Luis Leon Sanchez. We knew that one. Let's head to green. Who's going to be in green? It's Arnaud Demar.
By quite some margin as well.
That's a big lead now for Ville de Paris.
That means he's secured it for tomorrow, doesn't it? There's only an intermediate sprint. 20 points.
I think he might have actually, yes. And that's very good news for Arnaud Demar. I got it right again into Vittel. We didn't even talk about Vittel the town at all. But Bob Jungels still leads with Alaphilippe in white coming into that mountain stage. I'm sure we can see Jasper Stuyver out of that top 10 tomorrow.
Yeah. But of course, we've got time to talk about Vittel tomorrow because it is the start of the next stage.
Of course, well, everyone knows about the water, and they do sponsor the Tour de France, so who knows, there might have been a lot of brown envelopes under tables. BMC lead ahead of Canada and Ukraine. And in fifth, it is USA, Andrew Mopel. In fourth, I'm sure that will change tomorrow. We'll see a clearer picture of what's going to happen in GC. It's shaping up to be a brilliant, brilliant race this. Yet again, another close finish and another tight sprint. Down to the wire. That's all I can say about this race so far. Who do you think is going to take yellow tomorrow then?
Tomorrow, well, I don't think Bob Jungels has got enough of a time gap to minimise it. I think we're likely to see Romain Bardet take the yellow jersey for the first time in this tour.
Potentially, but
Alaphilippe or Van
Garderen. Van Garderen is looking good. If he has the form from the TT, he can definitely deliver. Alaphilippe in third as well, pretty good. A lot of this top 10 has now been just whittled down to climbers. So it's going to make it very, very interesting indeed to see who does well. And yeah, Contador, I believe, I think everyone was safe today, apart from the one rider that pulled out, which was Michal Golash. But apart from that, I think everyone is fine. Yeah, Golash, only person to pull out today. Phil Avery goes into last, but it's kind of what we expected. White jersey then, Bob Jungels should have a hold of that. But I don't know.
Yeah, it depends. He's got to hold some wheels pretty tight.
Alaphilippe could get it on bonus seconds. If there are bonus seconds, who knows? I don't think anyone understands the bonus seconds.
It's not a full huge mountain. Something Alaphilippe could survive and likely win. We know he's performed in LA before.
He took stage 5 last year into Lac de Léron. So could he take stage 5 into Planche des Belles Filles?
I think it's quite likely. Because he's not someone who people are going to directly man-mark. They'll be watching the favourites, such as Bardet or Pinot or Van Garderen.
They can allow him to go, and that's not a big deal.
Yeah. So, just have to wait and see.
Watch this space, guys. So that's it from another episode of ALLEZ. Thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you all for commentating.
It's been a pleasure.
And ta-ra.